Hi guys, welcome back. Check this out. Just been delivered, fresh off the fan. It came from North Scotland, I believe. I just paid $7.50 for it. Kawasaki zl600 eliminator. Now there's a reason I bought this bike, because I built the other one not that long ago, and funny enough, the guy offered me the other one back yesterday, so this week I could have two of these bikes, which would be amazing. The other one to see how it's doing. Apparently it's not doing too well. The guy bought it, sat it in a garage or in his garden and left it, which has really annoyed me actually. But this bike is completely a non-starter, no juice at all. He did bring what looks like a spare battery. The guy's name is Ed. Nice guy, travelled a long way. So power will probably be okay, but I mean, you'd be nuts looking at power at this stage when it will need a tank flush and carb cleans and a proper going over. So I wasn't meant to do much of a project today, but I'm in a nice mood, I'm in a good mood, and you know me, I get excited. So I'm going to start with getting out the old WD-40 and bathing the whole bike in it because it needs it, and then we'll look at what needs doing. The biggest thing for me at the moment is this shock is absolutely, it makes me wonder if it's bent actually. I haven't seen a shock grip like that in a long time. Hopefully if it's dry enough there's no fluid left in it and it'll pass an MOT. So at the moment I can't tell you anything about this bike. I mean, the paintwork, the bars are brilliant, absolutely. I believe they're called fat bars. The paintwork's bad, but I know my product will clean this up. Choke is here. I remember my one was difficult on the choke, so it's funny now. It must be quite a common thing, I would have thought. Apart from that, the front brake appears to work. I don't know about the back brake, and I don't know about any of it. 41,000 miles, so it's done something. At some point it was running. Clutch, I didn't even test the clutch. Clutch pulls in, that's good. I like the backrest. Throttle doesn't turn at all. Nothing. That could be anything. Seized, put in wrong. And considering I'm going deep in there anyway, it doesn't really matter at this stage. I'm going to go and have a look. Does this bike have any oil in it? It does, and again, look at that. Did you see that, guys? Once again, a bike's been filled up with too much oil. Watch the window again. Watch the oil rise. And watch it absolutely cover. Yeah, I mean, the damage too much oil does to these bikes is really annoying, and I'm getting it more and more often at the moment, and you've got to be careful with that. So, me being me, I'm going to rip straight into this. So for a few minutes I'll set you up at slight distance. Good start. The bike has something. These coils look very fresh. These spark plug leads look good. Battery in here, if the battery that's there is any good. Is my booster here? I don't know if it is. Is it here? No, it's at home. I'll hook up that new battery anyway. Let me whip the tank off. Oh, hang on. I guess it's let me ease the tank off as it's not bolted anyway. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's strip this down a bit more. Actually, let me get you a better camera angle, slightly better, with my new top of the range £7 phone stand. That was easy. Bloody hell. Oh, of course you're not an Allen key. Of course. Why would you be an Allen key? That would be easy. I believe these airboxes are known for being really difficult to get in a... But you can buy this specialist tool to help you out. So as I said, these airboxes are just ridiculous. I mean, they would come out eventually, but it would never go back in. I think you're meant to remove the battery tray behind it as well to kind of help out. But I don't know, it's a bit of hassle. I'm going to try loosening up all of the... Oh, hang on. I'm going to try... So I established boundaries with the airbox, and I was like, look mate, you're coming out whether you like it or not. And then I put the hammer back on it. There you go. Hasn't even got an air filter in it, guys. That's okay. Oh, no wonder the throttle don't work. Hang on, is there even a throttle? Where's this? No throttle connected. Why are they struggling? They're obviously loose. Same again, guys. I'll come back to you when the carbs are off. So here you go, guys. Carbs are off. Throttle's in, but there's something wrong with it. It's something wrong with the line actually, because it doesn't have enough pull. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there actually. It's also not returning, so I'm gonna pop these off anyway, and we'll have a good look at them. These are extremely clean, so there's no reason why they should be not working, but you can see now they're not returning back off their own accord, and there'll be a reason for that. It could even just be the line still hooked up. So let's pop these off, get them in the garage and see what we're working with. Okay everyone, so it's going to be a bit dark to film, but I'm going to take all of these bowls off and check the jets and give them a good clean. So guys, I'll do one bowl at a time. I'll try and do it in shot. One. 2. think they're completely dry, so they haven't been run for a long time. 3, I think they are, they might just spill everywhere now. 4, let's see. Yeah, very dry, and they are clogged. Yeah, in fact they're in quite bad condition. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to WD to help them so they don't break. I'd be surprised if I can get down to the pilot jet at all, actually. Completely blocked, right. So let's get some carb clean. Carb clean, brake clean, both cleans. Good old Jake actually left me this. Power it. Oh, it hurts. The jets at first didn't let out, side jets here didn't let out anything. That means it does need a clean. So once you see that they are, then you've done your job. If you block the end as well and power it, it cleans them all. So that one's fine. Genuinely not sure if I can get into the pilot jet. If I can't, I'm going to have to try and clean from the other side. Let's see what I've got. What will get down there. I'm not sure. Does this fit? Cleaning the passages from the other side. To be fair, that could be enough to clean out the pilot jet, but we do want to pop the pilot jet out to clean it properly. Okay guys, so carb 2 is terrible. Let me show you. Are you in the shot? Look at that. That is, look, that will never run. Never run like that. This bike would have never run without a carb clean. Look at the main jet. Look at that. So I'm gonna do the second one. Okay guys, that's the carb clean now done. Now I have no doubt that if I put fuel straight into these carbs and everything else on that bike is working, as in it sparks, the cylinders are fine, and so on, I have no doubt it will fire up. Them carbs are fine, they're okay, and they're clean. Now here's my absolute top tip. Jake's done this a couple of times, and I say no. Don't ever just take off 1 or 2 bowls and think, if these are that clean, the others were fine. There's always a controlling carb. It's normally one of the inside 2. It's normally carb 2 actually. That gunks up, and that's kind of the main controlling carb. It's hard to explain, but there's always one carb in there that, if it has been sitting, will be gunked up, and then the others generally might be okay. Always check them all, and even if they look clean, pop out the jets, spray the brake cleaner or carb cleaner in there, and clean them out. You'd be silly not to. My plan now is to go and get some fuel, pop these back in, hook up the battery or get the battery box or both, and see if this thing fires up. I mean, my god, if this thing fires up an hour after receiving it, I will eat. your hat. Actually, if anyone wants to send the hat in for me to eat, that'd be not that cool actually. So let's see, I'm gonna go and get some fuel. Okay everyone, so the carb clean is done. I'm going to put the carbs back in. If I remember rightly from the last bike, it can be a right pain. So I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I'm going to spray all the springs, just make sure, I mean it is returning fine. And I'm going to look at what's happening with the line itself. Let me just give all these springs a bit of a clean. Yeah, and then I'm going to look at what's happening with the fuel line itself. And the fuel line, sorry, the throttle line. And then I'm going to actually throw the tank back on itself and run fuel through like that naturally instead of messing around. So yeah, let's see if I can even get these back in. I remember them being really difficult last time. Specialist carb tool. So they are all seated now using my specialist carb tool. I'm just gonna tighten up some of the clips. With these clips, when you're tightening them up, make sure they're nowhere near the turning mechanism for the throttle, because that'll become a right pain. And I've just noticed that I probably should have connected the throttle up first. So yeah, that's annoying. Okay guys, so the tank's on and hooked up. I just need to throw some actual fuel in there. Look at the tank, some fuel spilt and it went bad. That means it was a rubbish paint job to start with, and wasn't protected. It didn't have a 2K over the top, so I might have to respray that, and I'm probably going to have to go matte black. It's the only thing I can really spray successfully. Yeah, so I'm going to get some fuel in here and then I'm going to hook up the battery and just see kind of what we got, if we get anything basically. And then we'll have a look at lights and so on, and then try our luck with turning over. Okay guys, so I dumped the whole 5 litres in. I kind of suggest you don't do that. I'd put maybe 2.5, 3 litres in, and to kind of check first to see if it's leaking basically. I mean, there doesn't appear to be any leaks right now, but that's just from the tank. I haven't even primed it yet. In fact, if I prime it, the carbs will start filling up and you'll see then if there's any carb leaks. So that's prime. That means fuel should just be flowing. I see no reason why it wouldn't be. Let me see what's in this battery box. In fact, let us see what's in this battery box. Okay. Alright, big old battery. Where is it? Here. Oh. I'm not going to hook it up properly. I'm actually going to hook it up using the leads at this stage, just because there's no need for it to be in. I'll come back to you when I've done that and we'll see if there's any power at all. Okay, so we're hooked up using leads. Let's see if we get anything at all on the dash. Okay, that's a neutral light, isn't it? Yeah. Any main lights? No. Oh, the neutral light goes off. Any power? Any? No. I think that battery's dead. Let me clutch in. No, nothing. Indicators. It's extremely faint. This battery's on. Nah. So this battery's dead. So what are my options? I can hook up to one of my other batteries, or I can go and get the boost box. I'll probably shoot down and get the boost box. That's annoying. It's meant to be a brand new battery, but I'll take that home and charge it now anyway. Okay guys, so I've got my boost box on now. Let's see if this is a bit better. Horn. Don't sound much better. Indicators. Oh, okay. Front light. Ah, good. That's not too bad at all. Alright, now guys, this is the time. I'm going to go full choke because we have no air filters. This is actually really exciting. Let's just see. Okay. Alright, that was a bit throttly for me. Is there see if the idle's on. Oh. Okay. What's going on there? I don't know. Are we cool? I don't know what's going on so far because it's revving up. That might have solved it. Smoke, I think fuel fell on there, so obviously I don't want that getting too hot. Let's get some brake cleaner on that just to kind of clean it. Where is the brake cleaner? Ah, okay. One of the carbs is dripping, guys. Look over here. This is what I was saying. Look down there. See the carb dripping? Look at that. So that's going to need looking at. I'll try and get my small Phillips under there and see if that solves it. Okay guys, I've done what I said. I actually haven't gone to prime. I've gone to the suction method, so let's fire it up and see how it goes. So, still feel like I should clean. Where fuel spilt. I'll give that a few seconds because that'll make it rev up. Throttle's gone funny again. Why? Alright guys, throttle's snagged. Give me a minute. Okay guys, so we're back. Yes, the throttle had snagged. Let's see what happens now. Little bit of choke, or full choke. I'm not sure that's running on all four. I'm going to go back to prime, see if it leaks or see if it's okay. The suction may not be working anyway. Runs like crap. I've got full choke on. It probably just needs to warm up. I don't know if it's firing on all four. And it's got no air filters in it, so it will probably need to be upjetted. I mean, it will definitely need to be upjetted to run on pods. I'll get some jets off Jake. But let's see if it settles down or warms up at all. must be firing on all four. Well, yeah, there's smoke coming out of both sides. It runs on full choke. I think I'm going to leave that alone for today, guys. So carb's off again tomorrow. What would it need? It need, I guess, pilot jets and main jets would need to be upjetted. I don't know what you go up by. Actually, Jake can just tell me, can't he? In the past, I think you go up by 6 on each one. But I might try. So that needed full choke to do anything, didn't it? And that was even at pilot, at idle. The other thing actually is that the carbs will be way out of sync at the moment. So actually tomorrow I'll throw the synchronizer on it, and I mean, even with full choke we can kind of get an idea of synchronization tomorrow. That's no issue there. That could be causing masses of problems on its own. And then if it runs better with the sync, then we would be looking at slightly upjetting the main jets, and obviously we need to order some pods, which I'll order probably for Tuesday, unless Jake, if you have any pods, let me know. I need 4. I can get them immediately actually. So yeah, but you know what, guys, that's not a bad day, is it? There's obviously holes in this exhaust somewhere, and it needs a bit of work. The tank paint is crap, but we'll sort that out. But actually, this is a running, I'm not going to say riding, this is a running bike at this stage. So that's great. I'm wrapping up for today. I've got other bits and pieces to do. I really enjoyed this video. Thank you, Ed, for dropping this off. I know it was a good 5-hour round trip. Well worth me doing though. Well worth getting this back on the road. Someone will have a brilliant bike. I mean, I loved the red one. So, and I love these handlebars. So yes, sorry the filming's not good today. Look at the weather. The weather's terrible, guys. So, I mean, I'm actually in the garage. There's no power in it. There's no lights. But I've done the best I could today. And yeah, keep watching, keep sharing, keep subscribing.